Hello and welcome back to my channel, Checks Captures Threats. Today's video will be playing game 32 of the Rapid Increase. So, I believe we lost last time out and we're now 1838. So, hopefully we can come and get a win now. So, we're against someone from Albania, 1825 here. We're going to play our French defence as usual. Now, he's gone for this King's Gambit sort of thing here. F4 is a very no move as well in this. I'm guessing that this move. Okay. So a little bit of a different sort of approach. We're actually going to start off with this knight as well. And we are going to be playing this soon. I just don't know whether we want to play that yet. But I think we'll play c5, our usual ideas here. As if there was that queen e2 check, we can't play this, as this move here stops that. So I'm actually going to move the bishop up one here, just so if there was any checks we can now just castle freely. No worry about that. And this bishop's actually good now, so as with the French, how we can really get it to there after trades, we can now get it all the way up to here. So we're going to use that wisely here. Get our pieces out. These are all quite trapped when you have a sort of idea like this. So he's going to actually trade now, which I'm very surprised about him trading in a position like this, especially as he couldn't castle there. Now, the question here is, do I take a trade or do I make the trade? If I was to take for the knight, he has to take back with a pawn. But then that gives his knight a bit of more of an escape. But that is an isolated pawn. But at the same time, he's got no pawns in the centre. So if he takes me, I actually do get this protected. So I am just going to castle now. And I'm going to expect this to happen. Okay, he's actually going to weirdly enough put himself in a pin now, which is very risky for him. That actually gives us a bit of time now to make some moves here with our rook. I'm expecting this now. Straight away. Yep, as we see, just trying to get rid of that pin there. Now we can actually double up here. I probably should have tried that the first time because I would have won the pawn off of here, but that's fine. I don't think it was really going to matter too much there. Now I do want to find a good place for this queen. I was actually thinking of going here, actually, for a change. Although at the same time, I actually quite like this queen h4 idea. So we obviously can't push this pawn. We've got to try and keep with that. So I'm actually going to play the move bishop to d7 here. Now the reason for that is now after this capture, I might actually take with the bishop because I want this discovered attack. That's what I'm looking at doing now. This knight is going to have an amazing square here. Obviously this is going to be a bit annoying, but after I can get this square with this bishop, we're actually looking in a very nice position now. Okay. So I think I'm going to try and force this trade now with this queen move. I think we have to. You know, he's not doing anything with this now. And if he doesn't take here, we are going to win that. So, yep. Now, I can take with either. It does actually not matter exactly here. Now, if I don't take, I can always play this bishop here. But I am going to take like this. Now, he has got something like push. We can always just push ourselves. And also, it's just, we can easily just take there. Now, if we were to put our knight into e4 here, recapture, and then we capture back, this bishop has to move, and then we can even push again here. After this, we actually look very strong after a move like that. I actually really, really like that idea. We're going to have to go for an attack straight away here. So, looking good. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really seeing any fall through the cracks right now. And we're just going to recapture. Could have taken with the rook, but I feel like this pawn is now going to be absolutely amazing. So I think we just push here, because if this captures, I'm still fine with that. And obviously we've got a fault coming up. And also he can't take now because we have the fault first. So he's in real trouble. So yeah, having to block like that. Now he might be able to play this. He has got pawn push though, so we can't do that. Now also the reason is we've got to make sure we always are protecting that. Otherwise it could go not in our favour. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put this rook here. And now this bishop's trapped. This rook's quite trapped. And overall our pieces are doing so much more than a rook in the corner, a trapped bishop, and even not this best either. So we're looking incredibly good now. Especially now we've got this move coming up as well. We look dominant in this game for a change. as well, and he doesn't actually look at this move. If we were to play this, there's literally, I don't think, anything he can do, because if he pushes, we can just take, as we have a defender here, and he will lose a trade-off for a bishop and a rook here, and he is just going to resign. So a quick game actually, but that's what we can call a dominant game. We absolutely showing you that pass pawn that you can get there is amazing. If you saw the chess guide for the last 3 episodes or so, just without the example game, you've seen how we've been going over how to stop, how to create that, and this just shows it. So we had 86% accuracy here, and yeah, I feel like we played a very good game here. So the start was obviously always going to be a little bit difficult here, but actually after capturing here, he's already 2 points down. That's very surprising. And after this whole castling, we obviously look so much better here already. I feel like this queen move was maybe not the best, but I think after here, and we did this, they don't even like it the best, but now we look very strong. This was a mistake, which allowed us to push, and now maybe they wanted to do a rook lift. I guess that makes sense, because they wanted to get us there and try to attack this, because this bishop. He takes, we capture, and this obviously puts the nail in the coffin, and we are able to get a very nice and easy win. So just before we finish off today's video here, a very quick game obviously, normally these last about 20 minutes, but here, just to give you a little bit of an insight of how the French defence works with this, it's always a bit difficult. So realistically, if you were having a normal French defence, you would see this happen, which is what he was going to be trying to do in my opinion. But I feel like after this capture proves to be a bit of a weirder sort of idea he's trying to go for. He's not looking to get, that idea, and it's almost now like a reverse Dutch sort of thing. He's like the bird's opening here, obviously. So, and yeah, I mean, we was able to follow our normal things. Now, the issue with this pawn here was that we was never able to do, if I actually didn't do this move, and I did something like, let's say, let's say I just push this pawn, for example, and there's this check. Actually, I should push that pawn, should I? Let's just say that there's a check here. If we were to block, obviously they have that pawn push now. That's why, as you see in my videos, when I do the French defence, this is normally what I play. But obviously, I wasn't able to really do that. So, but it didn't actually matter in the end, as he was able to. I feel like that's not really the best move in my opinion. Castling into that pin, especially, and it's actually allowed us to get 2 free moves out of that. And now, obviously, just as we talk about pass pawns, this is now pass pawn, and you can easily see nothing can get this. It tries to move, we can just push. Obviously, as I show you, it couldn't take, as I was able to push again here, and now it's easy. Whatever happens, you're just lost. So obviously, there's that. Has to block, and obviously we can play this at the times. Yeah, that. So I was able to do this, and then I would guess the best move would be here, in my opinion. I'm not actually. Yeah, I mean, it's one of the best moves, and exactly they wanted just to, change up the direction. This is still going to be trapped, so it's all, nothing really. I think the other reason for that is if there was ever a push, you can, do something like this. I just want to see if it was ever able to queen sack here. I don't think we could, because they could block. Well, no, they can't block with that, but it was here. I just thought, by any means, yeah, we're lost here. So that is going to be it for today's rapid increase video of game 32. We've now hit 1850 exactly again. I think we've hit that before. So hopefully we can get back up to getting towards that 1900 sort of mark. And now we can start winning even more. So that's it for today's video. So thank you, and bye bye.